Okay, so you're able to see my screen.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Also connect desktops.
Hello, good evening, Devang. Hello, Ramana sir. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Am I audible?
You are audible, sir.
Yeah. Hello, Ratna. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
At least for you people, we can do such webinars very often.
Thank you, sir. We will also get updated courtesy Proventures on the latest.
So you people are source of motivation for us.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Ratna, will you share a PPT?
Yes, sir. The introduction I'll do.
Okay. So then I think then you can first do that and then I will shift then.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Stop presenting. I'll do that.
Murali Mohan, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, hi. Hi, good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Hello,
Thank you for
Murali.
joining.
Yeah, hello. So I'll be on and off because it's a
No
working
problem.
time for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is Devang our alumni?
Who is that?
No, there is another participant joining.
Devang.
So, looks like he's joining us for the first time, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Abdul Samad, sir. Good evening.
How are you? Ratna, how are you? Long
Good,
time.
sir. How are you? Yes, sir.
Very
How
well,
are you,
very well. Yeah, very well. I will switch on my the video. I think more than a year time now.
You're at home, Abdul?
Yeah, at home, sir.
Okay. So Friday evening is not easy for people to join.
Shesta Bhatia. Good evening. Thank you for joining.
Oh, Chesta. Oh, Lalo, how are you? Madam.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Doing good. Where are you? Delhi?
Yes, I'm in Delhi.
Okay. Working for which organization?
So I was with Novartis until recently in Hyderabad. Now I moved to Delhi. I'm looking for newer opportunities now.
Okay. I thought it was quite for quite a long time back. I remember on some traction, I looked at you moving to Delhi. So, okay, it's
Yes, yes.
recent developments only.
Yeah, no, I was then actually working remotely, so I was
Ah,
doing
okay.
more hybrid between Delhi and Hyderabad.
Okay,
But
okay,
now, like, I've moved
okay,
completely
okay.
Delhi. Yeah, yeah. So looking
That's
out for newer
nice.
things here. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
How have you been?
We are doing good.
Hmm. Very nice. No, looking forward to this session, sir. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So people like you could be a very good ambassador for these kind of transformations. So I'm
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, yeah, we did a couple of those at my previous company, so I was excited to
Okay.
know, any formal
Mm.
learning around it. What I've done is more on the job.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I was excited. This topic related to me, so.
Good to see a lot of seniors have joined. Murli and Venkat Ramana, they're all veterans in project management.
Subhakrishna sir, good evening. Vijay Lahari sir, good evening. Thank you for joining.
Bharat ma'am, good evening.
Good
Sir,
evening, sir.
good evening.
Subha, how are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you. How about you, sir?
All right. Nice to see all our portfolio professionals joining,
Mm.
program management professionals joining. It's a very good.
Yes, sir. Vidya Sagar sir, good evening. Vijay Lahiri sir is from our, sir is, you are from BHEL, no, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for joining, sir.
Thank you.
So we'll wait for a few more minutes, sir. Maybe
Yeah.
at 6:35, we'll join, start.
Sachin, how are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm doing good. How about you, sir?
Good, good, good. So
Hello,
nice to meet.
Sachin.
Thank you.
Sachin was our PFMP or PGMP?
PFMP, sir. I'm
P-
working
PFMP.
towards that
Okay,
certification.
okay, okay.
Hello, Balaji sir, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Sorry, right now I'm in the bus, so can we getting off in another 10-15 minutes?
Sure, sir. No
Okay, no.
problem. We are
Oh,
ready to start.
Balaji Samdanam, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murugesan sir, good evening.
Hello. Yeah. Hi,
Hemalata.
Rajat.
Hello, Hemalata.
Yes.
How are
How
you?
are you guys? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Where are
How
you?
are
In
you?
Coimbatore or some other
Yeah,
city?
I'm in Coimbatore now.
Okay. Okay. So nice.
Abdul Rashid sir, good evening.
Okay.
We'll get it started, sir.
Yes, ma. Yeah. So that.
Yeah. So I'll share the screen. So good evening all. So thank you so much for having joined us today for the webinar on implementing organizational transformation. So we are glad to see many of our alumni and senior people from the industry have come and joined us for the session today. So we'll get it started. Most of you know about Proventures. So we call ourselves as a 360-degree project management service provider. So we are into people, systems, and solution. So our services includes process consulting, PMO services, product development, enterprise solution, and predominantly into corporate and public trainings also. So this is what we are in a nutshell. We are into, as you have just seen, into we are in more or less into this technology automation, change management, product development, people development, and governance. So today the topic what we have given, implementing organizational transformation, is again yet another strength of Proventures, and we are going to see how we are going to deep dive into the topic. So this is our journey. So we started Proventures in the year 2006, and here we are with various partnerships and partnering with many companies for trainings, delivering the solution through consulting assignments. So these are our milestone assignments what we have achieved in the last. We are into our 19th year now. So this is the roadmap which we have traveled. These are our partnerships. We are PMI Premier ATP. So we deliver all the trainings under the wing of PMI, and we also a Microsoft solution provider. As a part of like NGO, we are partnered with the PM for NGOs, and we also partner with the TPG, ProChain, Zoho. So these are our a few other consulting partner for implementation and integration support. So these are our clients with whom we worked for the last throughout our journey for the last 19 years. And these are the trainings what we offer. So many of you have are undergone training with us, right from PMP, PGMP, PFMP. A few are like we have SP, CAPM, ACP. So we cover all the trainings under PMI. Under technology, we cover like Project Online, Power BI, CCPM, Primavera Risk Management, all EPPM related training. So anything related to project management, be it training or consulting services. So Proventures is like one stop solution for everything. So so this is what we have gathered here for a webinar on implementing organizational transformation. Yeah, why is it important? So it is no longer an optional. Transformation is required in the evolving scenario. So it is very imperative that we take our organization into transformation which suits the requirements of customers. So this webinar will help you understand the requirements to drive a successful transformation in this today's dynamic business environment. And we look at businesses, everybody is trying to innovate, improve their efficiency, adapt to change, to deliver exceptional customer experience. So as we go up in the ladder, especially the project program managers, constantly working towards transforming their organization. And that is the tool to success in this dynamic scenario. So in this webinar, predominantly, we will focus on understanding the 5 touchstones of continuous transformation. And we are also going to see how it is aligned to the Brightline transformation framework and assess the readiness with tools required to undergo this major business transformation. So more or less, this is actually a big change which we will bring into the organization. So we'll understand the tools which would help us to do this. And another important thing is the leadership traits. And again, this leadership plays a major role in this kind of transformation. And we'll also look at how to discover effective ways to achieve or activate this transformation. So we are excited to announce. So our journey is not going to stop here with this 2-hour webinar on implementing organizational transformation. Followed by that, we are also going to have a complete 4-day workshop. So it is a full-fledged course on its own. So in this, you will be able to understand the framework for driving the innovation and what are the tools. So which Srinivasan sir will take you through, and what are the leadership traits you have to develop, and how to sustain this transformation. So we'll also look at this in deep in the coming after the webinar. Srinivasan sir here, so he's going to be the speaker for today's webinar. So he comes with over 40 years of experience in project portfolio management. So he comes with a deep knowledge on this kind of transformation scenario. So he will be here with us. So this is going to be a 2-hour session. So at the end of the webinar, again, we'll have a question and answer session. And this webinar will carry 2 PDUs, and we'll give you the feedback at the end of the webinar. So with this, sir, Srinivasan sir, I'll hand over this to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Ratna. I'll share my stuff. Are you able to see my screen? Yeah, looks like.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Good. Happy to see a lot of senior professionals. So that gives me immense satisfaction to deliver this webinar. And I believe each of you are actually fully ready to take this on within your own organizations, or if you are part of consulting or system integration or freelancer, you can do this to many other organizations. And when I look at it, it is not just limiting to a big industry houses or it is something to be kept as secretive by some top-notch consultants. I feel, with my experience and with the credentials together we achieved over the last many years, 20 years, I feel every one of us can be an ambassador, a catalyst in organizational transformation. So in this process, probably we will make it quite interactive so that we can all share our mutual experiences, okay, in this field. So what as I kind of interact remotely with a lot of professionals, looking through different people's profiles in LinkedIn, what I see is above a certain experience, maybe 12, 15 years experience, I see in everybody's tagline as a transformation expert. It could be a digital transformation, organizational transformation, and technology or culture, something or other they put it. So I was wondering, what is this transformation? So that actually drove me 2 years back in 2023 to go through this Brightline, which is another organization specializing in OT, organizational transformation, which PMI closely collaborate. I'm not sure whether they have even acquired or not, or simply collaboration. But PMI adapts this PMI's tool or approach to organizational transformation. So this was a 12 credit course, but it comes in 3 parts. So I took that middle part, which is implementing OT, and then tried to align it with what we learned in project, program, portfolio, and also through our experiences. So it is a blend of for formal learning and combined with experiences with many professionals and organizations that we worked. The high level agenda is like this. We'll just look through what it's the definition. Okay, so I looked through few definitions and also a new definition that comes through any of the Gen AI. Okay, I also looked at what it is now, and then and what is the context for organizational transformation, and what are the different types and domains of transformation that actually will help us which one we should pick up and where do we draw a line based on our capability and as is and to be state. So there are many things plays an important role, what kind of transformation you want to go through. And the next major thing is in order to embark on a transformation, what's the readiness of the organization? Okay, in terms of different areas, gaps. If you look at it, it is basically thinking differently and checking where are we, and where we want to go, and then fill the gaps. Okay, and more critical thing is take the organization in terms of adapting to the new way of thinking, working, and collaborating. So that is what I understood at the end of that. And to do that, what I understood is anyone who have a solid understanding in terms of project, program, portfolio management, and a blend of leadership, they can be a powerful agent, ambassador for transformation. Okay, because I'll see the different models. I just put a comparison. So you will see at the end, the steps are pretty much common. Okay, so we'll see towards the end how it will look like, and then how to roll out, implement within an organization. And then I just made a small comparison. Why PPM is an essential toolkit for organizational transformation. And then over the last 1 year, we are closely associated with the foundation and on a transformation journey. Okay, I thought I will take that as a case study, which will basically give most of you how to go about practically. Okay, without much jargons. As a project program professional, you can confidently say that I can transform the corporation. I can transform a company. Okay, so how to go about. In fact, the demo what I'm going to show, the journey is a 10-year journey. So the first 1 year is more of a pilot. So still it is not, they have not brought into the market in terms of widely publicizing this. So I'm just showing you as a model. Please don't read into the data and other things because it is not yet public. Okay, so since we are closely working, but anyway, October is the time they want to go publicly announcing it and then expanding it. So I think probably this is we are completing that initial pilot period, so there is no harm in sharing with a small group of limited group of people. So that's the agenda. But don't worry about it. Anytime you can ask me to give a pause, discuss, and then move forward. It is not that every point to be discussed and we will be able to complete it within the given 2 hours. So when we think about a transformation, anybody, okay, the first thing that comes to our mind is a butterfly. Okay, so you all know how a butterfly evolves, okay, in its life cycle, okay, the real life cycle from its birth to blossoming into a beautiful flying butterfly, okay, how it goes through multiple stages. And I'm sure all of us have studied in our early days in our schooling, college. Okay, so I'm not getting into it. Okay, because okay, it goes through that larva and how it unfolds it shell and then fly one day, a beautiful, colorful one. So that's a pretty much a good metaphor when we talk about a transformation. But in a corporate parlay, how do we define it? So probably I'll just put it here, give a 90-second pause, okay, and ask some of you to define transformation. How do you define? People here are all, I see, 15 to 30 years experience or more than that, some of you. So how do you define transformation?
Basically, actually establishing the vision where we want to be, actually it summarizes. So what's the vision and where we wanted to be? So that defines your transformation.
Okay. So establishing, okay, we give a lot of jargon. So I'll give a jargon to your response, Samadhu. Setting up a North Star vision and then embark on a journey, how to reach that. Okay, that is an aspect of transformation. Very good. Anybody else who can add to it? Because some of us addressed a very core aspect of transformation, but you can add to it. Others, what is transformation?
Could be moving from current state to a desired future state.
Okay. That's it. Set the vision and then draft the course of journey from as is to be. But still the word transforming, as we see in a butterfly, is not coming up. Okay. In these two definitions, can anyone add to what they have said?
Changes for a holistic growth.
Pardon?
The changes for a holistic growth.
Okay, very good. A holistic growth. Excellent. Okay, quite often when people talk about transformation, they immediately connect it with software implementation, which is a very, very skewed approach to transformation. It is a holistic movement. Very good. Excellent point. Anybody else would like to add?
I mean, it's a
Maybe
change
through
that is more aligned to, say, the company's goals and objectives. So
Yeah.
if you want to reach like a target of model state, then what are the certain things you need to take into account along the journey? So you'll have to look at all the aspects and all the elements of the organization, whether it's people, whether it's process, and how do you carry them along this change journey to
Good.
reach the BAU final state.
Yeah. So the holistic, she deciphered in terms of people, process, technology, culture, and she added another point. Is it all aligning to your organization or groups or vision? Okay, that alignment is very important part of. Otherwise, we just get drift away and it drags us to its own course. Okay. Anybody else would like to add? We are really getting
maybe
wholesome. Yes, Brahmaji.
maybe through certain interim, goals and achievement goals.
Yeah, that's very important, especially in today's context. Okay, don't think as a long big jump Okay, think in terms of an iterative, agile operating system, and then embark on this journey. Excellent. Okay, so this is how it is. So I just want to ease this jargons and approach so that all of us can seamlessly understand. So if you see BCG, Boston Consulting Groups, define it like this: a comprehensive change in terms of strategy, operating model, organization, people, processes to achieve a dramatic improvement. Okay, that's one important word in terms of performance and put the company in a new trajectory. Okay, alter the company's future trajectory. Okay, so that's these are the two key words. They bring it into it. Other things, whatever we said. Now, PMI puts it like this: transformation refers to organization achieving a sustainable, a quantum leap improvement. Again, okay, we see that dramatic before, now it is quantum leap, but sustainable, while transforming mindset of the employees, okay, and the culture of the organization. So they bring a couple of new elements here. Another person says transformation is a significant, lasting, non-reversible change. Okay, it is an irreversible change. That is very, very important. That creates value, okay, for the organization. So that's how it is. Probably in a simpler layman's understanding could be like this. It says organization transformation means changing how a company thinks, works, and delivers value. Okay, what is not OT, organizational transformation, is also combined here, not just tweaking few processes, but reshaping the entire way it operates to stay relevant, efficient, and successful. Okay, so if you club all these things, no, I want you to slowly recognize how, as project program portfolio professionals, you are fully qualified, fit to be transformers for companies. Okay. Now, all these things relate, nothing is new. Okay, we all learned it in our journey. Let's take a small metaphor, easy to understand metaphor. Okay, say, imagine I have a 20-year-old scooter. All those oldies will understand it very easily, who used Bajaj and other stuff in terms of scooter bike. So it wastes a lot of fuel, and sometimes bikes like Java gives only 10-12 kilometers per liter, and it can't handle today's traffic. Okay, maybe due to sound, due to pollution, and does not have modern safety features. Okay, GPS and whatnot, automatic lock, so many other things. Okay, so you have two options. You can repair it. You can add a lot of jazzy things to improve the look and feel. But at the end of the day, it remains as the 30-year-old scooter. So on the other hand, you can think about a simple EV. So it is, it doesn't cause pollution. You don't need to stand in the queue to fill it. It reduces the cost, maintenance. There are so many areas it does differently. Okay, and of course, let's not argue that it comes with its own risks and other things, but in a simpler way, it is transformation. Okay, coming back, how we think differently and deliver value differently. Okay, and work towards that. Okay, so that is transformation. Now, if you just map it to enterprises, okay, so transformation could mean, okay, moving paper files to digital systems, a hierarchical decision making, okay, a kind of red tape, a lot of blockers into an empowered, networked organization, and then adapting artificial intelligence and or other automations to improve efficiency, and then changing, most importantly, changing the culture and mindset from listening or obeying tasks and doing tasks to everyone pointing towards collaboration, creating value, and protecting, sustaining the mother earth, etc. A new way of looking at things. So, and we also discussed becoming agile and adaptive to the customer needs. So this is, we look from a people angle, culture angle, technology angle, process angle, all of them we look at it, and then as we saw before, how do we move in a holistic manner, new way of thinking. So it is less, I mean, technology definitely plays an important role, but I think much more importantly, people in terms of thinking differently, creative, and then execution capability. So all of them are part of the thing. So this is the definition part. Now let's move on. How do we kind of understand the types and domains of organizational transformation? All transformation typically begin at the strategic level. Very, very important. It starts as a top-down approach, a strategic, visionary approach, and then it moves down. What is the context that we need to? Is it about reorganizing the organization, stepping into new partnerships, acquisitions, and rapidly adapt to technology, and then a different way of doing business, conducting, performing activities, etc. So we need to think a 360-degree angle. So what's us in it? What is there in it for us? So as we look at it, let's look at few of the model, because organization transformation is all about change. If we want to list it down to 1, 2, 3, the first thing comes up is change. So change is the one thing which is very difficult in this world. So we need to understand what are the complexities involved in it, in this transformation. As you know, the transformation is complex. It is not just linear, it is exponential, and it is complex. And then what is the rate at which we need to change, we can change, we are able to change? That is something, very important. Just two parameters while we analyze the context. So when I put the two parameters, one on the y-axis and other on the x-axis, you see a graph like this, a degree of complexity and the rate of change from as is to the to be that we talked about. And it is not linear, it is highly exponential. So as you see the coordinates here, organization stays in different cells in this in this cube. So constant, simple. From constant you move on to velocity, acceleration, and jerk. Jerk is something we don't want, but we want to be there. So how do we seamlessly take the organization? So just an hour before, I just wanted to understand the difference. I added one more parameter, constant, and then I put speed, velocity, acceleration, and jerk. And then I just wanted to understand the difference between speed, velocity, and acceleration. I found profound thoughts and explanations, but I'm not going to explain it here, because then we'll be talking about physics and chemistry. We all know speed, velocity, acceleration, but I'll just work you one keyword, to differentiate between speed, velocity, and acceleration. That will help in a enterprise context. We all know speed is talking about the displacement from place A to place B. So speed at which we travel. from point A to point B. So when we talk about velocity, okay, it also considers a direction. Okay, so if you move 60 kilometer by from east to west, and then another 60 kilometer from west to north, okay, so the place you were will be very different if you go in the same direction. So speed is not sufficient. The direction in which we go is also important. That adds complexity. And when I put acceleration on top of that, okay, the momentum gets added. Okay, so many organizations, the momentum will be lacking. Okay, the rate at which the change happens, okay, maybe slow, maybe fast, all those things comes up. Okay, don't get confused, complex, just leave it. Okay, as you move from speed to velocity, velocity to acceleration, okay, so it becomes more complex, and the complexity increases in terms of simple, complex, complicated, and chaos. Now the point to be remembered is, we don't want to end up in chaos. We don't want to have a jerky moment. So if we don't take the organization or even our own career, okay, in a seamless way, okay, in terms of speed, velocity, acceleration, the jerk will be imposed on us. The same way, an organization may suddenly, you will realize we are into chaos and confusion. Okay, so it's very important. We need to grow. As we grow, these things will come into picture. So transformation is inevitable for an individual, for an enterprise, for a society. If we are not growing, we are slipping. Okay, we are declining. We are backsliding. So that is the word. Now, how do we navigate through this uncertainty? So if I move on, okay, this is where the practical aspects come into picture. So in this path, the complex path towards certainty to uncertainty, okay, you can classify or put the transformation into 4 types. Okay, so how we want to configure and move forward is yours. So it is from existing to new on x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis speaks about how part, and y-axis speaks about what part, what we do and how we do. So it is easy to understand now. Where we are is, if you want to continue like this, it is just maintain the status quo, BAU, business as usual. Now remember, as we embark on a transformation, maintaining at every given point of time is very essential. We should never leave the ground and try to fly. Okay, so every piece is important. At the same time, we need to aspire for higher elevated growth. So maintain. And then if you horizontally go, you improve the value delivery. Okay, automation, creativity, and various other ways. Now, in today's context, we all know, okay, it is imposed on us. If you are not part of AI evolution, revolution, you will be lost in few years. Okay, how you do that? Now, when you work on how do I improve, you will find a lot of available capacity, newer frontiers, new opportunities. So logically, you can also grow in y-axis. Okay, extend your business. Okay, so that comes up as extend, new territories, new technologies, new domains that will come up. So you can move the transformation trajectory in terms of horizontally and vertically together. You will see the curve growing. And at the same time, we need to also look at reimagine. Okay, so all the 3, keep that going, but at the same time, can I think afresh, reimagine, reinvent the businesses by developing new model of value differentiation and delivery. So that is where from, okay, exploit the core from where you are into explore the edge where you want to be. So you see, I'm sure by now your mind opens up. Okay, what are all the things that we can do aligning to A, B, C, and D? Okay, so when you are embarking on a transformation, okay, finally I will end up with a short demo. So where all you need to pin up with every idea, every opportunity, every even threat, okay, into one of these things. Okay, which type of transformation? And we need to not just maintain one, we have to do in a balanced way. We need to grow in all the 4 areas. Any questions at this point? This is very important. And as a project program portfolio manager, okay, immediately you will see that when a new project is initiated, okay, I want to tag that project. Is it part of BAU or improve or extend or reimagine? And as a portfolio manager, you will think, okay, from my portfolio budget, I will maintain X percentage to maintain X percentage. So each one will become a sub portfolio. Okay, so that's how. Okay, I want all of you to think in that direction. So I see most of you are trained by Provi and doing very well in your corporate career. If I'm going fast, ask me to slow down. The next major step is capability. Okay, so those who have gone through PGMP, PFMP, we discussed this in length. Okay, in terms of capacity, capability analysis, demand, supply, all those things we discussed in length. Okay, so you need to define the capabilities that is required, and again where we are and what is the gap. So this bright line transformation defines the capability in a kind of increasing soft to hard. Okay, I'm going to show this to you. So they classify this capability in terms of 4 areas: people capability, process and structural capabilities, technology capabilities, and asset capabilities. Okay, and put all of them. Again, these are all some of the models. As you implement within your organization, you can always add, rename, all those things you can do it. But primarily it helps you to focus. Okay, so just go and evaluate the current capability versus required capability in order to achieve, okay, the various frontiers of transformation. Let me go a little in depth. People capability talks about leadership and our domain and other expertise and the culture. Okay, people and culture are very closely related. So where are we? Okay, what are our strengths and other things we need to look at it. Structure, processes, and in terms of how, see, if you look at companies like Apple, everything they do. But if you look at Microsoft or Dell, everything is done through partners. Okay, so what kind of structure in which you work on, etc. Look at it. And then technology, I don't need to explain. We all know, okay, where we are, where we want to be. And assets, more importantly, assets are the one. Okay, others are enablers. Assets are the final, okay, things that brings you value to you and value to the stakeholders in terms of physical assets, financial assets, people assets, intellectual assets. All of them we need to see where we are and where we want to be. Okay, then you can see what we need to do in order to achieve the to be capability. And remember, everything is a change, and the change comes through project and program management. Now, all these things you need to do while the existing operations, services, revenues are on. Okay, so most of our Provi audience know I extensively talk about that P by PC. Okay, P stands for production and PC stands for production capability. So production capability comes through projects and programs. Portfolio oversees both. So these are the four things we need to look at it when we want to evaluate the capability and readiness. And then how do we fill the gap? Okay, so that's where the new initiatives, ideas, and other things comes up. So it could be in terms of build. Okay, so I want to build capability in terms of human capability, asset capability, and all the four types that we talked about. And obviously, you know, it will take its own time and resources, investments, etc., etc. Other option is acquire. Third option is partner. And fourth option is it's an extension of partner, but outsource. Okay, so these are the different ways through which you can fill gap. Now, I mean, I'm just adding one over the other in terms of the various parameters of the transformation. So all of them need to be tied to the activities and the journey that we embark. As we do that, okay, I put this in a soft to hard, okay, the capability continuum. So bridging the gap is the journey. Okay, so when you are able to do the bridge the gap and manage the change, okay, there is a theory called the TOC, theory of change, and then the transformation will start yielding fruits. Okay, so that is done purely through our PPM framework, project, program, and portfolio framework. Okay, if I subdivide this, okay, I already showed it to you there. People involves expertise, leadership, culture. Structure involves processes, partnership, and other ecosystems. Technology, data systems, and platform. Assets, physical, financial, and one. So you can just go and use multiple analysis techniques. Okay, so SWOT analysis, 7S analysis, PESTEL analysis, and other things. Again, all these things we already learned in our PPM framework, project, program, and portfolio. So do that, okay, and then come up with the initiatives, build the roadmap, identify the metrics, drive them, manage the change, you will achieve the results. Okay, I'm just summarizing it in that process. I just give a small, okay, a quick 2 minutes example of Proventures. Okay, just to, most of you are associated with us, so you understand. So when we started the company in 2006, okay, it was just a PMP training, but at the same time we had the vision we should be a 360-degree pure play partner to any organization and into individual. So we just started with one certification, and you will see that okay, the extension, the improvement horizontal axis, and the reimagine while maintaining the business as usual. Okay, in all the four areas, we were constantly kind of redefining, reinventing. Okay, so 19 years later, if you look at it, okay, so I've just listed few of them, many of you know more. Okay, from a people perspective, okay, so we have expertise. Okay, we saw one element as expertise in terms of project management, program management, portfolio management, scheduling, risk management, agile. Okay, when it comes to, again, technology expertise, different areas. Okay, processes, you name any important frameworks, okay, we'll be able to deliver value to the customers, including NGOs and foundations. Technology, okay, we constantly pursue, but at the same time, as one of you said in the beginning, we stick to the vision. Okay, we don't drift away. So you won't see, you may not see that why you did not go into ERP, why you did not specialize in construction. Okay, so we try to move aligning to the vision, technology and assets. So after 20 years, in fact, we have a full-fledged enterprise project management solution, enterprise risk management solution, an advanced TOC concept, and an interface management. Probably only 2-3 in the world they have a solution for inter-project interface management. Okay, so we recently studied it through construction management CP, PMI CP, and immediately we implemented it with the customer, and we kind of modularized as a interface management solution. So you can see here the people aspect, process and partnership aspect, technology aspect, and then asset and value creation aspect. So constantly we need to look into the future and then grow step by step, how to do, what more we can do, how better we can do, how we can reimagine the solutions. Any questions?
Yes, this heat map, is this just an example of one of the use cases?
This heat map, okay, it is not a heat map, sorry. Okay, the red, green, I don't think there's much of relevance into it, probably just to add a color. But otherwise, the vertical, each is more of a few, you can add more to it. Okay, for example, when it comes to people, expertise, leadership, culture, there could be few more that can be added. The same way with respect to structure, technology. So that is where, for example, McKinsey 7S framework will help a lot, okay, to do deep dive into it. Does it answer your question?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Are you all there with me till this point of time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes. Let me move on. Now I'll go to implementation. Okay, we understood what is organizational transformation and then look at it, what we need to do. Okay, in terms of gap and identification analysis, and then how do we go about it. So how do we implement? I'm not going into detail. Probably when we go for that 16-hour workshop, okay, we will deep dive into it. Yeah, how we will do that 16 hours workshop, I'm going to explain it to you at the end. Just give a look at the overview, define vision and strategy, assessments and diagnosis that we looked at it, leadership commitment, we looked at it, okay, from top, and leadership commitment should actually descend into next layer in terms of your governance. Again, all those things we learned in our PPM. Okay, the change in terms of culture and people and other stuff, skills, etc. Okay, is something we need to look at it. And all those things we need to align it in a strategy, portfolio, program, and project management framework. Okay, so that is the backbone that will tie all the other elements. And then redesign business processes, implement technology and tooling, build capacity and capability, embark on change, and realize benefit. Item number 6 to 10 purely will come in the form of tens of, 20s of, 50s of, hundreds of projects. Okay, that is as simple as that. All of you can identify. Okay, so what is that you want to do? Okay, I pick up one specific business process or a stream. I need to redesign the process, automate it, build the people, help them to adapt to the new way, and then realize, measure, and then embark on a continuous improvement. So simply, if you look at it, 6 to 10 is part of your program roadmap. Okay, within that, there could be multiple projects running in different departments. So as a project program portfolio professionals, okay, all the 10 steps implementing is a cakewalk for you. You don't need to go to BCG or any other top-notch consultants. Okay, I'm really challenging every PMP, PGMP, PFMP. Boldly, you can put yourself that I can do organizational transformation, because okay, the first 5 you kind of configure at the management level, and the next 5 you drive it with the help of your managers and other engineers. Okay, so I'm just making it OT made easy. Probably that should be the topic I should give. Are you with me, all of you?
Yeah.
Thank you. So now these are put in different models by different authors. Okay, just to give a visibility and acceptance at the board level, you can just go and pick up any one of the model to drive the OT. Okay, so Kotler's 8-step change, Atker model, McKinsey model, Levin's model, okay, and so on and so forth. Probably these are the, I would say, the top 10 models in the industry. Okay, so what we are going to look at little bit in detail is the Brightline PMI model, for which actually I went through a formal course so that I can talk little more authenticity. But when I look at it, everything talks about the same. Okay, so this is a small benchmark table. I'll share it with you. So when you choose, depending upon the organization and the management's acceptance, you can choose. If you are doing it for a customer, you can present it, whatever customer likes, you can present, follow it. Okay. So let's look at the Brightline PMI model. It all talks about this 5 areas. They call it as a 5 touchstones. Okay, we'll go and look at it in detail. Strategic alignment, scalability, and adaptability. Okay, this model, it's differentiators or attributes are this: high scalability and adaptability, a sustainable long-term perspective it emphasizes, and it also puts focus on culture and leadership. And since it is advocated by project PMI, it puts a strong emphasis on project program and portfolio management. That is not directly addressed. Okay, see, we have to make that connection. Okay, so as a model, if they try to combine all of them, it will become too complicated. But as a PMI professionals, it is very easy for you. For example, when I look at these 10 points, what we have looked at it, okay, since I teach project program and portfolio management, I basically resequenced these 10 steps, and it becomes very easy for me. 6 to 10 forms part of a project program. Okay, so it's very easy to implement it. So we can do a better job in terms of implementing OT. Okay, is what I just wanted to give you. So these things, they put it in the form of a transformation trajectory. Okay, so you can call it as a, they don't want to call it as a roadmap because of this is not sequential. Okay, so you will see both two-way arrows between 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 2, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. Okay, so they basically identify, okay, these are the pathways to achieve the North Star vision. And if you want to put in the form of a journey map, okay, inspire, mobilize, and shift. So, and it is not linear, it is cyclic. So I'll just read out for you. Probably you may not be able to read okay, I'm sorry, there is a lag between my system and your system. All the while I was talking about this transformation trajectory. So the first one, okay, we'll go in detail. I'll just read the disclaimer for you. Please be advised that the following diagram, the diagram what you are seeing, should only act as a tool or guide, okay, through the transformation. The actual tasks, initiatives, and strategies that are employed in the transformation are complex and ever evolving and cannot be fully captured in a linear process diagram. Okay, so what we see is, okay, that's why they call it as a touchstone checklist, okay, for transformation. So it cannot be read as it should not be read as a linear way from as is to be. Okay. Now how you take it, it's very easy. Don't get confused. Let's look at 1 to 2. 1 to 2 talks about create a winning vision and a strategy for the organization. Okay, we spoke about it in the beginning. Okay, that we call it as a North Star vision. Okay, and then go back, engage and empower your people and stakeholders. 2 to 3. Third, okay, so leverage customer and competitive insight. If you are a product company or service delivery company or both, okay, so bring customers and the environment also into the fold. Next, activate an agile transformation operating system. Okay, so what kind of operating OS you are keeping? Don't get again think too much. What they are talking about is an enterprise level agile OS is what they are talking about, and then lead it to a perpetual transformation. So the backward arrow, as you do the next step, be prepared to come back and refine the preceding step. Now, as you take your organization in through these 5 steps, so you will come across thousands of ideas, hundreds of projects, 10, 20 programs cutting across multiple portfolios and departments. Align all of them through this journey and you will be able to do. And it is not a one-stop shop, one jump. It is a kind of a journey. So again, stage 2, they talk about inside out employee transformation. Stage 3, they talk about okay, understanding a good grip of customer insights and mega trends, okay, in the business environment around us. And then you transform the operating system of the company. And other factor they ensure is build volunteer champions. This is something which I see it as a different in terms of this bright line framework, which is very, very important. Okay, people should not treat it as their duty, okay, to participate in a transformation. So they should have that emotional attachment to what they are doing. Then you will see the transformation unfolds within your organization. So these are not levels. Okay, these are, we can say, an important milestones in the part of transformation trajectory. And inspire, as you see, cast the vision, engage and empower people and bring customers into it. So you see here inspiration, mobilization, and at the end you are able to shift it. So this is the model. Within this model, for each level, they talk about a checklist. Okay, that's what is shown in the disclaimer. I mean, in that caution also. Each checklist item itself could be a project, okay, or multiple projects. So we'll just go and see a few of them. And time now is 7:30. 6:30 we started. Okay, we have a good time. And I want to spend more time in terms of discussions. Please jot down your questions, doubts. Okay, we'll have a healthy discussion towards the end. This, okay, it's not like a CMM level 1 to level 5. Okay, this is not okay anything like hierarchical or those kind of things. Okay, so this is a puzzle. Okay, how you need to realign, move on, implement. Okay, the solution is a clear PPM framework, a PMO governance, and all those processes what we learned, and the people leadership interpersonal skills what we learned. So again, I'll repeat it again and again. Okay, a good PMP with a PGMP at a program level and a PFMP at the portfolio level, you can transform any corporation, any organization. Okay, and if you understand it well, you can jump into the foray. Okay, you can have your own organization. All right, so let's go and look at some of the details. The touchstone 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have also seen it briefly. I'll jump into it. Okay, what are those major challenges? So the major challenge is shifting, transforming, changing culture. Okay, so you all know Peter Drucker is one of the great management guru, and he's put this word. Okay, culture eats strategy for breakfast. I didn't understand in the beginning, so I little bit explored it more. What does it mean? Okay, so you may have a great vision and strategy, but if you don't have a proper culture, the culture will eat your vision and strategy as a breakfast. Okay, so that's a crude meaning. It emphasizes the idea that no matter how brilliant or well designed a company's strategy is, when I say strategy, it includes your vision, mission, objectives, and strategy. Okay, how great, brilliant it is, it will struggle to succeed if the organizational culture is not aligned with it or supportive of it. Okay, so that's very, very important. And there are a few other quotes there on the right side. Tyranny of the tangible. Okay, we often get carried away by the tangible, the numbers. Okay, so just to tell you, I mean, I started with the Proventures use case. Okay, so 20 years back when I put the vision, okay, you won't believe it was huge. Okay, training some few lakhs of students. Okay, that was part of our vision, and it is very tangible. Okay, but if you look at it 19 years later, we have not even touched 1,000. So that means we have not even achieved 1% of what we put as a vision. But it doesn't mean we are discouraged. Okay, so I believe as an organization we need to look at it beyond our generation. So I look at Proventures as something like not limited to PS. It should go generation after generation. So one day next generation will achieve it. So that is tyranny of tangible. Overemphasizing on the tangible aspects of transformation while ignoring the important intangible aspects. So when it comes to successful transformation, the soft stuff is truly hard stuff. I'm sure all of you can easily comprehend it. Okay, the soft interpersonal aspect, cultural aspect is truly hard. Okay, that is something, just keep that in mind. And then let's get into this, some of the hard facts of failure. Okay, so transformation is pervasive. So that means, I mean, it is irresistible, you can say that. Okay, and if you look at it, KPMG reports over 90% of the organization are in some phase of transformation. It's a good news. Knowingly or unknowingly, they are part of transformation. Okay. Before, as I am talking to it, between 1992, 91 to 94, okay, I was part of a major transformation program because my company at that point of time was, I would say, a born dead company. Okay, there is a participant here by name Abdul Samad. Okay, he can give a week-long lecture on that. Okay, he was my colleague there. Okay, see 150 crore investment in 1988. So that means 37 years back. As we commissioned the plant, it became absolutely not feasible to operate. Okay, born dead, you can say that. And then we have to do complete rethinking inside out to transform that company. And today, after 37 years, the company is working at 300 to 400% capacity utilization. So that means they have expanded, improved, transformed. After 40 years, the company is at 3x production. Okay, I didn't know all these things, but I'm just telling, support this. 95% companies are in some phase of transformation. The second, transformation risk is significant. Let's look at it. A recent survey of directors, CEOs, and senior executives by Wall Street Journal found that transformation risk is their number one concern. Okay, it's risky. The transformation failure rates are high. Harvard Business Review reports 70% of large-scale transformation fail to meet their goals. Okay, next, failed transformation efforts are very costly. Forbes reports $900 billion are wasted in digital and transformation effort in 2018. Now remember, 2019 to 2025, it will be trillions. Employees are disengaged at some point of other if you don't manage the change properly. Gallup found that 85% of employees globally are not engaged in their transformation work. Are you discouraged? What it tells us? Very, very kind of alarming statements. At the same time, there are also other statements like, okay, every company, it is a compulsive need today. So what comes to your mind? Yes, Abdul.
It's a fact. This is a fact. No, actually, most of the things are. It's a very hard to believe, but that's a reality. No, I have gone through in my corporate life. No, especially the last one on the people domain, and it's very tough to engage the people in the transformation process.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody else?
I also see an opportunity there, not to get discouraged. The statistics definitely show that there is a lot of room for us to work on. To cite an example, Indian government now going in for Zoho products. That's real transformation that is happening. The other aspect that I see, which is saying or creating your own big force by from Brand India. So I mean, definitely this space is going to be a bit of happening space, I would say, in the next decade or so. So that is evolving. The seed has already been sown.
Thank you, Sachin. Yeah, and you are all going to be the ambassadors for that change and going to be benefited through that change. Okay. In fact, all these challenges, if someone asks you, can you tell me what can solve this? Okay, one simple answer is a disciplined, matured project program and portfolio management with a visionary leadership can make this happen. Okay, why it is failed? Because it is not there. It is not there. That is the hard truth. Okay, in my 20 or 30 years of experience, I have seen big companies, okay, fell because of this. I mean, I should have put that that popular triangle, which I usually use in our project management training, all our PPM trainings. Okay, so as Sachin said, okay, it is an opportunity that okay, through a proper disciplined drive, governance, and effort, okay, we can overcome all these hurdles and then still be successful. Okay, let's keep going. These are the progressing step by step, probably a form of checklist. I don't want to waste too much of time on this. Okay, actually, towards the end, I have just highlighted all the 25 points. Okay, there are five levels. No, we have seen it. 5 into 5. There are 25 progressive steps are there. Step by step checklist is given. Okay, we'll just read one or two just as an example, and then we'll move on. The first one, creating a winning vision. Okay, and strategy is the objective. Touchstone 1. What are the steps to do? Recognizing the need for change. Okay, I don't need to explain all these things. We all know need for change. Today, every company, every individual should recognize the need for change. Okay, selecting a transformation leader. Okay, very important. We don't need to okay, go through it. Seeking a multi-stakeholder input. We have seen it. People change, cultural change is imperative for transformation. Seek the stakeholder input. And creating a motivational vision and strategy, and establish a sense of urgency for change. In fact, this is one of the tasks in PMP. Okay, create a sense of urgency within the team and stakeholders. Okay, so these are the 5 steps. You can say, you can use it straight away as a checklist for touchstone 1. Do we have this? Do we have this? Do we have this? Okay. The second step, engage and empower your people, building a powerful transformation coalition. Okay, they use the word coalition, partnership, whatever you want to use, you can use it. Okay, not just within a particular department. Okay, it is within the organization, across multiple departments, across stakeholders. That's what we have seen in that also. You need to engage your vendors, partners, customers, even the other enterprise environmental factors and groups. Okay, establish a central transformation team, and removing impediments and creating incentives. Both are important. Okay, so we know, we learned impediments, blockers and obstacles, all of them we learned it as part of building an agile. Providing leadership support and coaching, cultivating a culture of aspiration, accountability and autonomy. Okay, so again, I don't need to explain any of these steps. All of you, we learned it in our PMP, PGMP and PFMP days. Third touchstone, monitoring shifts in landscape. Okay, so leveraging customer and competitive insight. You look at the touchstone. It's very important. Customer expects us to adapt AI. Market expects us to adapt AI. Okay, I'm just giving one example. Shifts in the landscape. Building a customer empathy. Okay, so we need to identify ourselves with the customer in terms of their pains and okay, difficulties and challenges, not just looking at the billing, account, etc. Engaging customer in an iterative sprint based approach. Very, very important. Okay, if they say how much an ERP implementation will take, if you just say 75 crores, so that means you are simply throwing out an opportunity. Okay, engage customers in an iterative with empathy and a sprint based approach. Evaluating and prioritizing portfolio of strategic initiatives. No need to explain. Identifying quick win transformation opportunities. Okay, we see that all of them aligning to the Agile OS that we talked about. Activate Agile transformation operating system. Implementing a lightweight governance model. We talked about it in project, program, and portfolio. All the levels, it should be seamlessly, okay, light and integrated. Implementing a strong program management. Implementing investment round and review process, portfolio management. Mobilizing RRTs. This is a scaled agile terminology. Okay, release teams around prioritized initiative. So that means they are talking about a lightweight scaled agile framework at the enterprise level. Applying an iterative sprint based approach for RRTs and capturing the lessons learned at every stage. So this is the OS part. And the last, enable a perpetual transformation, ensuring alignment of strategic initiative portfolio, recruiting an army of volunteer champions. Okay, this is something we all should learn to do that. Okay, I have seen it in Dr. Reddy's lab. One senior project manager. Okay, he will, for an infrastructure project, he will invite volunteers from a core IPDO volunteer project managers, integrated product development. Okay, they see the infrastructure part like that. A constant rotation, okay, will increase the engagement of the people as part of transformation. Maintaining volunteer champions, implementing a reward program, balancing resources to change the business. Okay, so without losing the run part, we also move towards change and reimagine part. How do we balance it? So this is the 25-point checklist. Okay, so all those 25 points, I just pulled it and then put an enabler here. Okay, so recognizing the need for change. Okay, so theory of change is an integral part of program management. Creating a motivational vision and strategy. Okay, it is also applicable. I think I should have put portfolio and strategy as well. Okay, seeking multi-stakeholder support. Name it. All of them involves project, program, portfolio, strategy, and operations. And the operation is constant because you all know that operation is going to deliver value. Project program will basically build capability. So constantly we need to engage them, involve them so that the value creation, benefit realization, sustainability, all of them will be part of a built-in transformation framework. So this is 1 to 25, 12 and 13 to 25. Everything revolves around project, program, portfolio, and strategy. Okay, so constantly bring people from operation or work alongside with them in a collaborative mode, build that capability, and then leverage it through operations. So these are not bright line ideas. It is something I have pulled and then connected it. So that is the conceptual framework, model, checklist part. We'll spend some time in terms of a few questions. In the meantime, I'll shift for a quick demo, okay, about a particular major, I would say, major program or a one portfolio. Okay, how that transformation journey over the last 10 months, okay, is something I'll just show you a glimpse of it. And look at only the model, not the data and other things, because it is a very, very early stage. How we built a project program management model, okay, with governance and reporting system is something I thought worth sharing with you. So Yeah, any questions as I keep moving it? Any questions from anyone? Yeah, let's spend some time in Q&A. It need not be your questions, but also anyone would like to share relevant experience from your journey, you can share it. And then what are those points that overlapping with your experience is something you can highlight. Yeah, yes, Ramana.
Sir, this entire organizational transformation process, do we have any standard timelines for any this thing to see that we will get the quick results? Can we, because that is more important for us to get the buy-in from the people. If I say that your organization transformation will take 5 years down the line, so they may ask some questions, what is it in it for us and how do we quickly gain some low-hanging fruits, can we showcase such low-hanging fruits somewhere in the entire journey?
Very good, very good. Excellent question. I think it's very relevant. See, you all know a project is a temporary endeavor to create a unique product or service or result. Okay, we learned it many years ago. A program is a temporary endeavor, probably a little longer. The addition is to realize benefits. Okay, so between project and program, the key ingredient added will be the change. Okay, the transformation or the change adoption. Then the benefits will come. And then we learned a portfolio is a discipline that chooses the right project or program that contributes to the value to the stakeholders and aligning to our vision that connects portfolio connects the the strategy and vision and also the value and investment. Okay, in that process, how do I pick up the right project program and balance it with value delivery, which is operation, and then show the results in terms of increase and change. Okay, now you all know it. Now, how do I time slice it, this journey? Okay, so when it comes to transformation, basically we have seen it, it is perpetual. So as long as the organization lives, the transformation should keep happening. Okay, I'll give you that tagline, I'll repeat it. If you are not growing, you are sliding, slipping. So we need to keep growing. So the best way to time box transformation is annual. Okay, you can have a roadmap of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but at the same time, at an annual basis, you need to revisit, add, and then move into operational mode and align it. So the question is, you need to keep it as a 3, 5, 10 as a long-term, medium-term, short-term roadmap, and then use a rolling wave planning. We all know it. Annualized plan. Okay, how our transformation journey for the last 1 year. What we are going to do in the next 1 year. Which results we can look forward. What are the new things that we need to add? Okay, in all the 3 areas, BAU, improvement, extension, and reimagining. So what we can do. So this is how you need to do it. A long, medium, short roadmap and annualized planning and refining. And that annualized plan, as we saw before, okay, it should be in a hybrid life cycle. Okay, we all know predictive life cycle, agile or adaptive life cycle, and hybrid life cycle. So depending upon the initiative, you need to commission that particular project or program as per the OS. But overall, it should be a prioritized, okay, agile operating system. Have I answered it? Ramana?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes,
Huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think I'm not sure whether you attended our program and portfolio, I guess. See, you know, in one of that, the portfolio management third edition, there is one picture. It will be beautifully depict what I showed. Okay, it will slice it year by year from as is to be, and then multiple business functions, the initiatives, etc. It will show a picture. Okay, good. Any other question? From others? Subba, Murli, who else? All seniors, I'm just looking at it. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah.
I know you talked to us about the various toll gates. So some of the top three, I think, biggest challenges that one can face in a transformation, and how can one, overcome
That. Okay, yeah, we looked at it. I think the first major thing is change. Okay, so change cuts across all those areas: people, process. Process includes all the other element, and domain. So change. Okay, the cultural, structural, that kind of change is the first major thing. So it should be, as we have just looked at it, initiated from the top and fully supported from the bottom up. Or we could even say that implemented as a bottom up approach, initiated as a top down approach. Okay, so top down should fully endorse, support, motivate, lead the transformation from the front, and everyone should passionately participate in that. So then the change will happen. Okay, otherwise it is very, very, very difficult. Second, if you look at it, the major one, if the portfolio layer is very weak, okay, so everyone will start initiating as they seem to be whatever they seem to be important and critical. So that means you will find a lot of redundancies, overlaps, poor efficiencies, and the optimal will not come. And starting an initiative is easy, and as it grows, you know how it will suck the funding and resources, and putting it on hold, stopping it is very, very difficult, because it will be seen as a personal failure as part of the people. Starting is easy, stopping is very difficult. So the portfolio is very probably the second one. And third, probably a lack of competency system in terms of project and program management. Again, I'll say it very boldly. So we worked with Fortune 100 companies also. Even in such companies, in every sector, project program management capability is very, very weak. Okay, so I would say these three are the major. And if these three are addressed, whatever we have seen, billions of dollars wasted can significantly be brought down. Okay, I mean, this is my comment. It is not, I read it somewhere, but if you agree. If you contest, you can contest.
No, so very well put. I totally relate to it and align. No, thank you.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Chesta. Okay, I'll just share my screen. Just a small disclaimer. Okay, the program aspects, what I'm going to share is not fully released to public. Okay, that means it is nothing secret about it. Since it is a 10-year long program, they want to do the pilot and then open it for scale up. So the scale up will happen in 2026 onwards, and the preparations have been just started. And I'll just share this with that and move on. Yeah, okay. So I guess all of you may not be able to read it fully, but I'll explain to you. So this could be a transformation blueprint. Okay, if you want to look at it for your future, I want all of you to look at from your own area of expertise and how you will drive transformation. We saw that North Star vision. Okay, that is on the top. Okay, vision 2035. 50% reduction in avoidable corneal blindness in India. India is one of the largest corneal blindness. Okay, and it is not paid attention across the nation, so that's why it is unattended, probably I would say. And there is, I can tell you now, the LV Prasad are pioneers in that area. Probably in India, top, the first one, a pioneer, and across the world, they'll be in top 10. Okay, so this program is driven by them with this North Star vision. Okay, it is ably supported by one of the Information Technology Foundation, and they are going to fund it extensively for this program with various other contributors from government, private, and other partners. Okay, so you will see that we saw that the capability gap from soft to hard. Okay, so in this case, if you look at it, they call this each a vertical as pathway. Okay, early detection, the one pathway, diagnosis and treatment, another pathway, and then eye bank and transplant is another pathway, and the last one is sustained care support, another pathway. And at the bottom you will see certain horizontals, they are called enablers. Okay, again these are part of the generic term what we talked about, the capability building. Okay, the digital infrastructure, people level capacity building, and awareness, policy advocacy, and prevention. Okay, this is enabler which will basically proactively will avoid, okay, prevent future things. Okay, so the first one will give direct result, and the bottom one, enablers, will give indirect result over a period of time. So remember, this is a 10-year program, and all those intersecting cells are all programs. So if you look at it, 3, 4, 7, 7 into 4, there are about 25 to 27 programs run as part of it. And you see clearly a benefit level matrix, okay, at the bottom picture. Okay, so this is the transformation framework. You can just go and click search for strategy house. Okay, so you need to build a strategy house for your company. Okay, when you are embarking on a transformation framework. I'll just leave here and then go into how we built the projects programs. Okay, now this is entirely actually built by Proventures consulting and development team. Okay, so there is no standard product available in the market. So this is the application. What you have seen is the dashboard, and this is the application. Okay, both are tightly linked. So, I mean, you are all project program managers, you will understand it very easily. I'll go up from the bottom. Okay, so this is the project level. So you have seen, you can see it here, there are 94 projects running as part of this mega portfolio. And each project has its own life cycle. Okay, I don't need to explain it, but just for you to have a look at it, I'll open one project and then show you how it looks like. So you will see all that you learned in your PMP. Okay, it's a lightweight. Okay, the project attributes, it is belong to which program, which portfolio, who is the owner, program level, project level, all those things. Some of the high level statistics will be available as part of the charter elements, and then each has its own schedule. And the schedule, if it is IT centric, you want to do it as a agile. Okay, you can run it. You will see here Kanban board, Gantt chart, and a grid view simply as a spreadsheet. And a risk register, issue log, change log, lessons learned, all of them are part of it. And above the project level life cycle. Okay, initiate, plan, execute, closure, a simple generic life cycle. And it will move into operation. So the last one is sustain. Okay, I'll tell you how it is being connected. And one level above, it is a program. So each program will have one or more projects. Okay, there are about 28 programs. You saw in the strategy house, there are 27 blocks. Okay, so these are those programs. I'll just click one of the program. It is a very simple framework. Okay, not all that we learned is implemented here. I'll connect the capacity building. So these are program attributes. And then what are the projects within that program? This program has just 2 projects, and some of them will have 10 projects also. Okay, this program has initiate, execute, and sustain. Okay, right now it is very simple. We measure benefits separately, and all these projects programs are tied to this one big portfolio, which is okay, Universal Cornea Care Mission. Okay, there is a portfolio manager, sponsor, vision, etc. are there. Now this is pilot. Okay, this is one structure. This is going to be expanded across India, pan India. So then you will have okay further expansion of it. Now here from measures. Okay, this is the North Star vision, and there are about 30 metrics are there. Okay, aligning at the program level and the vertical summation of it at the pathway level. There are metrics, and then each metric is linked to the specific program, and then these are okay. We are still evolving. Okay, so these are all the strategy house verticals and the other building blocks. What is the measure? What is the target? What is actual measure achieved so far? And then what is the annual target that is set for that particular track? Okay. So what I'm showing you is not something hypothetical, which is up and running. And since we have developed and we are maintaining it, we have a PMO. I didn't bring that governance structure into it yet, but it has a portfolio level sponsor, director, individual program level, SME, and the program lead, and project level, project lead, all those governance structure is well in place. And to tell you the truth, these projects and programs are managed by doctors, administrators, and clinicians. Okay, they are not great PMPs and PGMPs. Okay, but they are ably supported by a PMO with about I think close to 8 to 10 consultants. As part of it, we also have 2 of our consultants working with them, and I work closely with the steering committee, the program level directors. And these projects and programs, okay, I'll show you how they are rolled up in terms of performance. So you will see here the not too many reports. Okay, so this is the track level dashboard. So you will see at the overall the 20 plus program, the collective progress last week was 69%. This week was 72%. And you can drill it down with respect to each track, each owner, and then at the bottom, what are the various projects within that. And you see the RAG indicator, and then what is the percentage completion of each project last week versus this week. And from here, we can directly go to a specific project, and there is an S curve that tracks the progress. A lot of projects that are completed, they moved into operational phase, and then the benefit is being measured according to the targets, and then that is linked to the strategy house, which is the benefit map at the track level, vertical level, and at the overall progress level. So this is the dashboard for the each project program, and you'll see here 27 tracks, 80 projects, total overall risks and issues, and then the track level roadmap. So each project, I think these things you all know, many of you. Okay, so what are these things? Again, this can be sliced. If I want to see a very specific track, so that I can align it and then okay, do all those things to see the performance. And individual project level dashboard. Okay, so what are the tasks, current week, upcoming, delayed, all those things can go into further drop down level. And the risk dashboard, issue dashboard, okay, what is the status and other stuff, okay, that are being connected together. So this is project program level performance, and this strategy level is the portfolio level performance, and org level performance is what we have looked at it. Okay, so this has again a little bit drill down. Suppose if I say early detection, it will move on to a specific metric. This is the metric. What is the annual target? What is the current target? And the track level preparation, execution, and outcome measurement. When it starts, where are we, and when it is expected to end. Okay, for the period that we are measuring. And if I want to go still further, it will further drill down to individual track level. We can switch and then have a look at it. Okay, so you see the project program level performance measurement, and at the portfolio level, benefit level, strategy level measurement are provided this, and we keep evolving this. It is not just initial development. Okay, as the program and portfolio evolves, the stakeholders ask for more, different way of doing it, and we are doing. Of course, I do not know much about the SME part. Okay, we know a little bit at a high level, but it's totally healthcare related. At least 10-12 projects are running on artificial intelligence and machine learning model development for healthcare diagnostics and other things. Okay, all of them are part of the this particular program. Okay, so I think you can see a lot of relevance between as a concept what we discussed, and as a real time how it can be realized. Okay, so if this is done at doctors and clinicians level, as IT and other industry professionals, you can do a lot more. Okay, so I'll save this. I hope nobody has taken any screen grabbing or photo. Okay, of course I can always tell to the program director why we shared this, so it's not nothing secret. Any questions, comments, observations? I hope I am audible, visible.
Yeah, it's a very good session, Srinivasan.
Thank you, Brahmaji. I think I still remember you have a beautiful portfolio in Australia, and then as part of PMO, you are managing it, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, sir. So I would like to see something like this to share
hopefully.
with. Okay, thank you, Brahmaji. Balaji, are you there, Balaji Santanam?
Yes, PS, I'm here.
So I'm keen to listen from about your feedback.
No, I did only PMP, okay, the program management or portfolio management I did not do, but I could get, okay, a lot of tidbits, okay, the way you have explained, okay, in the context of it. And also one thing, okay, I really liked it is a takeaway or rather a realization is a project, and the project is for building the capability, and it is the operations, okay, that is delivering the value of it.
Yeah.
It seems so obvious, okay, but at least I realized it only today, okay, when you mentioned it. Because we are focused so much on projects itself, right? Okay, we execute projects for customers and we come out of it, and that's it. That is our job. But actually, the value deriving, okay, we will be getting, and operations are quite often kind of seen as a routine thing, right? Business as usual. But that is where the value gets generated.
And when we are thinking about transformation, we need to have a balanced outlook. Unless we take it up to operational level, usage level, benefit realization level, the transformation is not successful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we have given the feedback in the link.
Yeah, I think I see some of you are leaving. Please fill in the feedback so that you get the PDU mail,
Certificate.
okay,
Yes,
certificate as part of it, and also we'll be happy to listen to your feedback. And yeah, I also wanted to tell you, as part of that 16-hour or 4-session transformation real workshop that we intend to do in December, we want to build this one instance of the tool, what you have seen. Okay, I want you to basically come up with ideas, projects, programs, enter, do the simulation, and see the value. Okay, so I want to create some of those simple templates and then talk to you and ask you to do it in a hands-on mode. Okay, so that you will really get it. Okay, what we learn as a framework, methodology, and concept, how we realize it in the form of an integrated information system framework, and put your own thoughts, your own projects and programs, define metrics, and then implement it and see how it gets populated. So still exactly how the schedule we have not worked out, because I want to do it at least a weekly one session so that we get 2-3 weeks bandwidth. So when you put some data, we can basically further build reports and dashboards and other things. So it will, you can really see this happening. Okay, I don't think anywhere that kind of hands-on come learning happens, but it is our vision. We want to do that. So if anyone want to drive transformation within your organization, want to do a pilot scale, build a framework, please sign up, and together we'll build a great model. You can express your interest in this, and I don't want to have a big mass, so too many people. So for an Indian audience, the price may look little high. But we are planning to do a lot of homework tying to that particular workshop. So you can be part of that, okay, if you want to be. Yeah, you can share, Shivani, this, the QR code so that they can scan and then submit the report. And it is also pasted in the chat window. So you can use that. As we do that, any further questions, and you can always connect us later through a session, or if you want a demo, we can provide, or if you want us to meet your senior management, we can do that. Anything as you like. So if there are no questions, and if you complete your feedback, so you can log off. Thank you very much from all our team members.
Okay. PS. Before we break, okay, I have one question. This
Yes.
framework, right? Okay. This is Brightline. This is from
Yeah.
PMI, is it?
PMI. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a 3-module micro credentials, Balaji. I think each will cost around 10,000-12,000 rupees. Together it will be around 30-40K. Okay. So I thought initial preparation and all we know. So I thought first I'll take implementing. So that's from there I took these things. But if you want to really specialize, it is a e-learning course, and with videos and other things. So you can take it Brightline, and a lot of literature also is available from the link is given in my cover slide, the Brightline, or you can just go to PMI and then type Brightline transformation and you'll get the information. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Thank you, PS.
Thank you, Balaji.
PS, I have a question, actually a point, and maybe you can give your thoughts and suggestions. So you said you implemented this transformation in the, with doctors and admin staff and all that, and it is easy to implement for the kind of technology and IT side. But I see on the flip side, there are challenges as well. So, the take is easy with the non-technical people, maybe. I see a lot of kind of, it's not confrontation, but that status quo sort of thing in the technology, and already with the community who are already delivering, been into their own way of doing it. So getting to the discipline or the way of improved process and approach is actually very challenging. I see that, while I work here, getting any process improvement is really very challenging, and particularly the agency and the organization that I work, it's more of very hierarchy and structural. We cannot avoid that. Do you have any suggestions how to overcome?
Good question.
That sort of,
though I said, this has progressed so far, not without hurdles. Okay. So if you look at it, there's top line leadership's passion, okay, is one of the winning criteria and secret. Okay. The program director is a doctor, a renowned researcher, and he's a IIM management graduate, and he's a hardcore technologist. Qualifications, experience over and above, the passion with which he drives. So we have seen it as one of the touchstone step. Okay, the senior management, the passion, endorsement, and support. Second thing, okay, the doctors and clinician level, their business as usual is more dominating. Okay, so we ably comprehended with kind of a PMO and the consultants who basically update progress, remove impediments and other things only for SME level consultation. They connect, and when they see these kind of progress, they are excited. Okay, they don't mind giving their time and effort. So it is a collaborative effort. Not they themselves are developing schedule, updating schedule. They don't do that. Okay, on behalf of them, others are engaged to do that. Okay, that is another thing. And in terms of culture, it is a very, very voluntary culture in that organization. Okay, they don't see great monetary benefits to work there. Okay, that's a, I would say, a great quality in that organization. Okay, so that also is a ingredient that helped to see the success. Not it may not everyone may participate, but even we all know that 80-20 rule. Okay, if 20% of people are passionate, the work happens. Okay, so others are willing to support endorse, but the front line could be the 20% of the people, and they work hard. So these are the few things we need to consider and keep kind of providing the able support in various ways, encourage, and that's why this model, okay, the volunteering championship, okay, that's very powerful. Uh, in some areas, it is difficult, especially profit-driven corporate transformations. It is very difficult. In the other areas, you can freely engage volunteers. Even there, you need to kind of activate it. Okay, this kind of rotating people on a voluntary basis will actually help to move transformation faster. Thank you, Sachin. Yeah. Any other questions?
Thanks, P.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, one question I have, a quick one though. I'm quite intrigued with this new, if I can call it as framework. Currently, I think there are two frameworks which are quite up, getting used by a lot of organizations. That is ADKAR, that is Prosky's, as well as I believe CCMP, right? Certified Change Management Professional. Those two frameworks seems to be getting more adopted. What's your view when this comes into play? I'm not sure how many organizations are quietly using this, because I'm overwhelmed, when I saw that this is being adopted by an Hyderabad-based organization. Quite great to know that. So what's your viewpoint, how it is going to be embraced and how it is going to be taken by across industries, I would put that.
Wonderful question. For the benefit of everyone, you asked the question. See, remember, all these frameworks are benchmark. Okay, so you need to just look up to the framework, and how do you translate it into a feasible, implementable brick and mortar, okay, framework is yours. Okay, now to tell you a simple truth, okay, in this case, I used initially project, program, and portfolio, and the organization and the funding grant, the foundation, they felt that it should be track. Okay, very simple. Okay, program is a generic terminology, we are all used to it, but they said it should be named as track. What is there? It is just a renaming of the label. Okay, we just named it, that's it. Okay, and we said at this moment we will not diversify much into portfolios. We'll just keep it as one master program UCCM, and which I still keeping it as a portfolio. It doesn't matter. So as we translate, we need to just understand what is comfortable to the customer, internal customer who is going to be part of the transformation. Okay, so the framework is simply something to look up. How you derive it for your own, you use left and right your discretion. Okay, just for visibility, popularity, you can say that we follow Atker framework or Bright Line framework, probably you may choose only 10% of it. Okay, but I found this 25-point checklist is very useful. Okay, if I want to do an audit, okay, tomorrow, how is it going, which areas are improvement, those 25-point checklist will be a very great area. Okay, where we are not doing good, where we are doing good, how it creates an impact, positive, negative, onto the outcome of the program. All these things are pretty well. Okay, but the backbone, okay, is that change management framework. Okay, the change management framework, we don't have time, but you can just put it in. There is something called a log frame. Okay, logical framework. It is just a one 4x4 table. Okay, so any project, any program, okay, outcome centric, impact centric can be fit into that log frame. And if you are able to implement it, it will be a successful one. Okay, it's pretty easy. So I don't really believe, okay, 100% use of all these frameworks. Okay, they are just benchmarks.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Thank you,
since
sir.
I was part of ISO, CMM, and PMI, and various other standards, ISO standards, they are all good, but just look up for reference. Okay, don't take it as a rule book. That's my point.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, I see even Ram. Ram, you are in US or India? So participating people from Australia, people from Middle East. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking time on a Friday evening, attending this workshop. And yeah, keep following us. We'll keep introducing new things. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
It was
PS.
great
Thank you.
connecting
Bye.
after
Thank you,
20 plus
Srinivasan.
years.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again soon in a different webinar. So please be in touch in between if you have any further doubts or if you want to connect with us for anything.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll end the
Thank
meeting.
you. Yeah, thank you, Shivani. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.